mol C per kg has around 200. Sebab tu organic matter has a higher CEC. Sebab memang karakteristik dia memang macam tu. It has a lot of CEC. That's why you amend dia dengan soil so that it give a good CEC to the soil. When you prepare a soil, dia ada 3 parts of clay, 2 parts of sand, 1 part of humus. 3 to 1. 3 ratio 3 to 2 to 1. 3 to 1 3, 2, 1. So that humus will provide CEC to the soil. So different types of colloid, if you see here, you see kaolinite. Kaolinite paling bawah sekali, the most ni, that is, does it answer why kaolinite paling bawah? Can Nurin answer me?
Sebab yang tadi kita belajar tu
Yeah, that is because of the behavior of the kaolinite, because of the susunan tadi kan, because kaolinite dia ada hydrogen bonding, and because it is 1-to-1 clay, 1:1 okta tetra, jadi bila O tu bertemu OH bertemu dengan O, it has a hydrogen bonding, so it doesn't allow CEC. Dia tak ada CEC. Okay, because the structure of the clay is packed together that it doesn't allow exchangeable nutrient. Okay, betul. Okay, so if you see vermiculite, tadi saya tunjukkan vermiculite, what type of clay Sarahani? Vermiculite, what type of clay? Saya hari ni makan pun tak sempat. Apa dia?
2-to-1.
Betul. Okay, so 2-to-1 vermiculite macam saya mention tadi, it's a type of clay yang bagus juga kan, which it allow moderate exchange of cations kan. Okay, so you tengok kat sini the CEC is around 125 to 150. Okay, so it has the it has a good CEC. Okay, so boleh compare iron aluminium oxide ni rendah yang jenis apa the second colloid just now. Okay, so different types of soil colloid have different ability of CEC, different value of CEC, meaning that different ability of the soil to hold the cation. That is because of the characteristic. This is what we call as characteristic. Okay, dia punya properties. Okay, so usually in sandy soil the CEC is 3 to 5. Okay, macam the sand that you can found in the what we call beach. Okay, it has a poor CEC. Okay, in clay, okay, loam is a medium textured soil. It's around 10 to 15. Usually this type of soil is suitable for planting. Okay, meaning that the CEC 15 is okay, 12 to 15 is okay. If the soil has high CEC, it's around 20 to 50 or 50 to 100, it's very high. Okay, so rarely lah kita jumpa this type of soils. Okay, unless it's organic soil macam dekat rumah Mas Rizal kan, it's an organic soil, tanah gambut which has a higher CEC. Okay, but seldomly you jumpa. Okay, maksudnya that is a special soil. Okay, something like that. Okay, so charge of soils, you can see this is some examples. Humus 200, silicate clay 100. Okay, oxide and aluminum, oxides of aluminum and ferrum colloids, you has around 4 to 5. Okay, of negative and positive charge. Okay. So understand that cation's exchange capacity, why it is different, that is because the type of clay. Remember 1-to-1, 2-to-1 type of clay. Okay, the amount of clay, how much it has in one pot of vase, for example. Then the amount of organic matter, that's why I said you have to add, if you want to nak tanam pokok, okay, you want to plant a tree, 3-to-1 the ratio, which is there is an amount of organic matter because it determines the CEC inside the soil. Okay, that's why you have to put chicken dung, cow dung. That is because you want to provide the properties, the CEC properties in the soil, because clay alone is not enough. Okay. Okay, so we go to the applications of the, just now is the theory, how you want to understand the availability of the CEC, cation in the soil. Sekejap saya tak stop daripada tadi. Dia kan sambung meetingnya. Okay. Okay, so at fields, the cations yang the important parts is the nutrients availability. It reflects nutrient availability. Just now you learned about the properties of soil that make the cation ready. Okay, what is the theory behind that? But the applications, the real, okay, the exchangeable cations are important for it to be available to the plants and also microorganism. Now you understand. In the soil, it is in this form. Okay, as you see. Okay, so sekejap, nak tunjuk arrow ni. Any cations that are attached to the soil particles, we call it as absorbed cation. But there is also cations that are in soil solutions. This one can be taken up by the roots. Okay. So exchangeable cations are available to plants and microorganisms by cation exchange. H plus, okay, they have to be balanced. Okay, when a root wants to absorb calcium, it has to throw away 2 H plus. Then it can absorb calcium. Okay, so it is always exchange. Kalau you tengok kat sini, okay, ini yang ni is the side thing that you learn. Any absorptions of nutrient, when you take up calcium, you are producing H plus into the soil environment. What does it mean? It means that you are the plant, when you plant a crop, you are acidifying the soil. Through how? That is because when this root take up cations, which is the nutrients, it will release H plus from its root. Okay, so it contributes to acidification of soil. Okay, so it also affects the mobility of organic and inorganic pollutants in soil. Okay, not only the nutrients but also any elements, which is kita kira heavy metals is also under this. Heavy metals such as PB, chromium, dia dalam bentuk Cr2+, is controlled by the colloids, okay, by the soil colloids. Okay, so plant uptake of cation may be reduced by excessive uptake of other cations. As I mentioned just now, soil nutrients in soil have to be balanced. Okay, macam contoh calcium and magnesium. When there is too much of calcium, it will suppress the availability of magnesium. Calcium will sit at the soil exchange, soil CEC. And where magnesium want to go? So magnesium yang you letak ni will be in the soil solution. Okay, dia akan berada like floating in the soil without any string attached to it to hold it. So after that, when the rain comes, okay, the magnesium will flushed away from the soil, which we call it as leaching of the magnesium. Why? That is because the soil did not hold the soil. The soil did not hold the magnesium. Why the soil did not hold the magnesium? That is because the soil is saturated. Okay, the CEC is seated by the calcium. Okay, that's why nutrients in soil have to be balanced. Dia ada ratio dia. Okay. Okay, then the next stage is when you understand how it is in the environment, you want to calculate how much is the cation exchange capacity in soil. Okay, so CEC is the total amount of exchangeable cations, which is usually expressed in moles of charged. Okay, kan saya cakap tadi kita kena consider dia punya charged. Okay, that can be held by a given mass of soil. Okay, for example, okay, ni bekas saya. Okay, this is my my cup of soil. In this cup of soil, nampak dekat gambar? Okay, in this 1 cup of soil, you have 100, in this cup, you have 100 gram of soil. Okay, in this 100 gram of soil, how much is the CEC? You have to express that in terms of value. Macam tadi, 20 centimoles, 20 MEQ per 100 gram of soils. Okay, or it is equivalent to 20 centimoles per kg. Okay, that is the unit. So in what I want to say here, you have units for soil, which we use milli equivalents over 100 grams, or one more is you use centimoles per kg. Okay, that's why kalau you tengok unit kat sini, okay, kita pakai centimole C per kg. Unit dekat sini, kita pakai MEQ 100 grams. Okay, MEQ 100 grams over 100 gram, meaning that 1 MEQ per 100 gram is equal to centimole C per kg. Okay, maksudnya kalau you nak convert, you can directly convert. Usually kalau dekat kelas saya ajarlah conversion unit tu, that is because you change. Sekejap saya tunjuk. Saya ada tunjuk kot kat bawah ni, sekejap. Dia punya calculations, how it is the same, because okay, this is the, tak ada yang ni yang lain. Okay, it's about the conversions of unit. In class saya ajarlah, but in I think it's quite difficult for you to understand. You just remember that milli equivalence over 100 grams is equal, meaning that if you said that your soil have 5 MEQ per 100 grams of salts, it is equivalent to 5 centimoles C per kg. Okay, faham Okay, so when you talk about equivalent, okay, so an equivalent is the quantity of ion which possess 1 mole of charge. Okay, for examples, one charge or 1 moles of K positive is equal to 1 over 2 Ca2 positive equal to 1 over 3 of aluminium, because it has 3 charge. Then you have to divide that by 3. Okay, so but the theory is that equivalent weight is equal to atomic weight over ionic charge. Okay, I rasa you takkan faham calculation ni. However, I explain, and tolong dengar, and later when you study you will understand. This is just about the conversions of unit and theory of the calculation. Okay, so please remember, equivalent weight equal to atomic weight. Atomic weight is in gram over per charge. Okay, so milli equivalent, tengok atas ni milli equivalent is mg, okay, mg over 100 grams of soils. Okay, so milli equivalent sama dengan 100 mg over ionic charge berapa? 1. Meaning that satu charge boleh bawa, for example, 10 MEQ. Okay, faham? Okay, tak faham lagi kan? Okay, kejap lagi calculation mesti you faham. However, it is also expressed, macam saya cakap tadi, expressed in milli equivalents MEQ per 100 grams of oven dry soils. Okay, so MEQ, ini yang sama equals to atomic weight mg per valence of charge per weight. Okay, for example, the question is, what is the valence of calcium and what is the milli equivalent weight if the atomic weight of calcium is 40? Okay, so the milli equivalent, the milli equivalent weight is how we want to calculate is 1 MEQ can bring 1 charge, while the weight for the atomic weight for the calcium is 40. Okay, yang calcium, magnesium, calcium, magnesium, potassium you have to hafal. Calcium 40, calcium 40, you have to remember calcium 40, ingat calcium 40, potassium 39, magnesium berapa? Magnesium 24. kalau tak silap saya. Okay, so by time you will but please remember. Okay, so when you know the atomic weight of calcium is 40 and the charge is 2, so 40 divided by 2, that is how much? 1 milli equivalent weight can bring how many gram of milligram of calcium? Mas Rizal?
20.
Betul. Okay. Sama juga dalam kes magnesium. Okay. Sekejap ada tak calculation untuk magnesium? Okay, for example saya tulis kat sini. Okay, please remember why you have to use the unit. That is because, meaning that, okay, what is the balance of calcium and what is the milli equivalent weight if the atomic weight is 40. So 1 milli equivalent, meaning one charge can bring 20 mg of calcium. Okay, the question is, if the soil have, okay, for magnesium is Mg2 positive. It's equal to magnesium atomic weight berapa? 24 lah. Kejap kan, salah pula bang. 39K. Na23. Mg24, betul? Okay, so Mg is 24. Okay, 24 Mg. Okay, what is the weight that can be carried by 1 milli equivalent of soil? Berapa? Zul Haris.
Dua.
Berapa?
12.
Ha?
12.
Betul. Okay. Betul kan? Faham kan? Because the weight is 24. So because of dia ada dua charge, because it has two charge, it can only carry 12, which is 24 divided by 2 equal to 12 mg over MEQ. Okay. So understand any question regarding this? Nurin faham Nurin?
Doktor saya faham tapi macam nak tulis unit dia tu.
Okay, unit dia ni maksudnya dia macam ni, yang macam ni tak faham kan? Dia kena duduk bawah baru faham. Dia macam tak faham yang kat situ. Sekejap. Ini susah. Sekejap sekejap saya cuba tulis dalam bentuk. Mana insert symbol. Equations. 12. Sekejap. Okay. So here you have 12 mg over 1 MEQ. Faham?
Faham.
Kan? Okay. Simple je. Dia maksudnya 1 MEQ of soil can bring 12 mg of calcium. Sorry, magnesium. Okay. Okay, let us see here. Okay. So, macam saya cakap tadi, this is some questions. A soil was determined to have 12.5 MEQ over 100 grams. Okay, this is the unit for CEC. How many centimoles per kg of cations would this equal? Macam saya cakap tadi lah, you hafal je 1 MEQ over 100 gram is equal to 1 centimole C per kg. Yang saya tak. Okay, faham tak? Senang. Just 12 MEQ, tapi but you have to remember, 1 unit is over 100 gram, which is, dia memang tetap macam ni. It is like this. when you want to express a CEC, you can either choose this or this. However, 50 MEQ over 100 grams of soils is equal to 50 centimoles per kg over 1 kg of soil. Okay, Sarah faham Sarah? Saya risau you tak faham. Bukan you, maksudnya semua. Sebab usually in class dia jadi faham. Dekat sini saya rasa macam when I want to explain it's restricted. Padahal sama je kan. Okay, faham eh?
Faham.
So a soil is said to have, if a soil is said to have 12.5 MEQ over 100 gram of soil, tengok maksudnya here is 12.5 MEQ. Okay, here is 1 MEQ. Maksudnya 1 MEQ tanah, dalam tanah 1 MEQ, so dalam 1 MEQ it has 12 mg of magnesium. Now the other way around. The soil have 12.5 MEQ, meaning that the soil is 12.5. Kalau nak convert balik dekat calcium tadi, how much of calcium, you just darab lah 20 darab 12 tu. Later kita tengok. Okay, ingat ni dulu Okay, so the question is here. I think you can lagi faham dekat sini. You can understand better here. Okay, a soil is said to have 20 MEQ over 100 grams of soil. Saya merahkan Okay. How many milligrams of calcium will this equal? Okay, so the question is how many milligrams of calcium is this equal? Okay, soil you have 20 MEQ per 100 grams of soil. Correct? The question. Okay, so patah balik. Okay, dekat sini. Kita nak tengok how many mg. So you know 1 MEQ of soil can bring 12 mg. Correct? Okay, here. Sorry, tak yang ini mg lah. Mg is 12. Okay, kita patah balik sini 20. Nanti confuse. Okay, I highlighted 20 because the question is calcium not magnesium. Okay. Please pay attention yang ni sebab I'm sure this will come out in exam. Okay. So if a soil has 20 MEQ, how many? The question is calcium. Calcium you have to highlight. Okay. So soil ada 20 MEQ over 100 gram of soil. Tadi kita determine, what we determine is 1 MEQ. We know, sorry yang ni saya tulis in clear. Mg over 1 MEQ. Yang macam ni tak nampak sangat kan bila tulis kan? Kalau macam ni jelas kan? Meaning that 1 MEQ of soil, it bring 20 mg here. Okay, so 1 MEQ of soil kita tahu dia bring 20 mg. So if 20 MEQ of over 100 gram of soil, berapa mg dalam soil tu? Okay, so darab je lah. Kalau 1 MEQ bawa 20 mg, 1 MEQ bring 20 mg of calcium. Okay, ni mg of calcium saya tulis sini dulu sebab okay, 20 mg of calcium because just now you know 1 MEQ bring 20 mg. Now the question is soil tu ada 20 MEQ. So 20 MEQ over 200 gram of soil times 1 MEQ can bring 20 mg of calcium. So the answer in one, Sekejap. Dah lari lah dia punya format. Okay, so how much in 100 of soil? The question is in 100 of soil, 100 gram of soil ada berapa mg calcium? Okay, so the question is in 100 gram of soil, how many calcium in term of weight? Sebab contoh macam ni. Okay, contoh in field, you know that the soil is 20 MEQ over 100 gram of soil. Then you want to supply the calcium. This is in lab pula. In lab, you want to prepare a soil which is 20 MEQ. So you bancho that calcium. Okay, you want to bancho that calcium. How much of calcium you want to bancho? Which is 400 gram. It's 400 milligram of calcium. Then you pour that into the soil, into 100 gram of soil. That makes the soil 20 MEQ of CEC. Contoh. Saya nak bagi faham. Nurin, faham tak Nurin? Dia kalau Nurin tak faham ni yang saya risau. Nurin faham tak? Bukan maksud saya Nurin tak faham. Sebab Nurin selalu respon kan.
Saya rasa saya faham kalau saya baca balik.
Kan sebab dia pasal unit je. Contoh Aniso, let me explain in BM first for the others, for the 20 other people. Okay, contoh dalam satu je saya fikir bahasa pasar, yang ni pasar dia dulu macam mana nak cakap Okay, satu tangan. Okay, sekejap kita pergi kat sini Okay, 1 MEQ macam satu tangan. Satu tangan boleh pegang 20 mg. Itu teori dia. Dia punya fundamental. Okay, tapi dalam tanah, dia takkan jadi 1 MEQ. Bila you bawa tanah tu pergi lab, you check tanah tu ada 50 MEQ. Jadi you kenalah darab 50, darab 20. Senang je sebenarnya. Faham, Nurin? Teori dia yang ni, yang merah ni. The theory is here. I highlight with green. Okay, the theory is that, sebab tu I said you just hafal. 1 MEQ of soil can bring 20 mg. 1 MEQ of soil can bring 12 mg of magnesium. 1 MEQ of soil can bring 39 mg of potassium. That is because why you get this value? That is because of the charge 1 and also the weight, the atomic weight. 40, 39, 24. If it carries 2 charge, you have to divide by 2. If it's a carry 1 charge, you could just 1 MEQ lah. Zoharis faham, Zoharis?
Ya.
Hafizan faham, Hafizan? Farisha Ya je. Farisha, betul Farisha faham Farisha?
Faham.
Faham kan? Okay, the theory. Nurin, dah faham tak Nurin? Faham lagi? Saya geram lah kalau tak faham ni. Satu, bukan geram nak. Okay, apa soalan? Oh, faham. Okay, unit dia dia potong macam ni sekejap saya buatkan. Okay, sebab if you see sorry, yang ni pun tak penuh juga, mg per 100 gram. Okay, nasib baik Nurin cakap. Okay, so ni jangan tengok lagi. Okay, unit dia macam ni. So you tak boleh potong 100 bawah tu. Okay, sekejap where mana insert shape. Okay, so unit dia potong macam ni. The question is how many milligrams of calcium? Question dia So the answer should be in milligram. Okay, clear And 100 gram of soil kita tak potong tau. Because it in the bukan definition. How you want to express results dia is in like this kan. In 100 gram of soil. Jadi Sekejap. MEQ. Sekejap. Sekejap. Sekejap saya betulkan. Okay, nampak kan saya dah cut ni. La ilaha illallah. Okay, cut ni. Potong ni. Okay. So, 20 darab 20 darab 20 mg of calcium. So that's why you dapat 400 mg. Yang bawah you have to maintain. Sebab the questions is in 100 gram of soil ada 400 mg of calcium 2 positive. Faham tak? Kan? Jangan pergi potong bahagi balik. Tapi kalau ni boleh je macam tadi kan. 0.4 gram over. Tak payah tu convert yang ni. Nanti pening. Banyak lagi conversion yang kita boleh buat sebenarnya. But the unit is how many milligrams of calcium. Okay, so it has 400 milligrams of calcium in 100 gram of soil. Saya tulis kat sini so that so you have 400 mg of Ca in 100 gram of soil. Lagi dah. Okay, jadi bacaan dia baca macam ni. Okay, clear Nurin? Okay, jadi kalau you nak tukar ke kg, contoh saya nak tanya. Okay, this is, you have to understand ini untuk 100 gram of soil. But I want to ask you, in 1 kg of soil macam mana? So you have to convert lah. Convert 100 gram kepada kg. Okay, I think later ada soalan tu dekat belakang. It's about conversion because usually kalau in lab kita pakai lah in terms of apa panggil? In terms of 100 gram because we analyze that in small amount kan. Tapi kalau dekat field kan, kat oil palm plantation kita tak panggil lah dalam not even 1 kg tanah. Kita convert balik kepada hektar tau. So that even the calculation is more details but it's about conversion of unit je. Tapi as long as you know this theory, then it's okay. Okay? So I repeat back. Okay? The soil have 20 MEQ. Meaning that the CEC of a soil. Okay, so this is the CEC of soil. Kan? Okay, CEC of soil. How many milligrams of calcium you want to know in terms of weight? How many calcium? Because this is in term of CEC ni tangan dia ada 20 tangan. Tapi dalam 20 tangan tu ada kalsium kan? Dia pegang kalsium. Tapi in terms of weight, berapa weight kalsium tu dalam 100 gram tanah? Macam tu. Okay. So by calculations like this. Okay. So it has in soil that have 20, dengar ayat saya, in soil that have 20 MEQ over 100 grams of soil, CEC, have about 400 milligram of calcium. Samalah in 100 gram of soil lah. Okay, unless kalau the question is 20 MEQ of CEC of soil, how many milligrams of calcium will this equal to 1 kg of soil? Then you have to convert lah kepada kg. Okay. Clear tak, Nurin? Faham?
Yeah.
Iklima faham?
Faham.
Gelap pula dia. Izzah.
Faham?
Nanti kan ada quiz nanti. Make sure semua faham Alia, saya rasa dia simple je. Cuma first time jumpa macam quite confusing Alia faham Alia?
Faham doktor.
Tapi ni lagi senang daripada calculation theorem Pythagoras tu ke. Ataupun yang you belajar apa function waktu ZFS tu, yang ni lagi senang. Tapi you have to understand lah, the theory is 1 MEQ boleh bawa 1 charge. 1 charge kalau 40, kalau calcium ada 40 bahagi dengan 2 sebab one equivalent weight boleh bawa 1 charge je. Okay. So I move to the next question. Okay, the next question is, ini contoh. Yang ni saya takkan tanya sebab saya tak nak ajar detail pening. Kalau kat kelas saya ajar. Tapi in case you nak kerja nanti dekat dalam plantations ataupun as agronomist, okay, dia takkan tanya dah berapa kg. Dia nak tanya dalam 1 ekar ada berapa. Okay, dalam 1 ekar tanah ada berapa. So, for examples here the question is, sebenarnya dia lagi panjang, saya tak nak tunjuk. Tapi I won't ask this lah in exam question. Okay. Tapi I want you to know that the calculation doesn't stop until there. Okay. So assume a soil has 2 MEQ. Okay. Yang ni lupakanlah, saya tak nak ajar daripada basic ni Atas ni tak nak tengok. Okay. So from 2 MEQ of soils, kita darabkan dengan 39 mg over M1 MEQ. Ni faham Nurin? Sama calculation macam tadi. But
Faham.
because of K plus dia ada 1 charge sahaja because it has 1 charge. So 39 over 1. Kalau dia punya question is calcium berapa? Sharifah lagi satu tu. Sharifah siapa? Sharifah lagi satu. Siapa? Selain daripada Sharifah Abarina.
Insyirah doktor.
Okay. So Sharifah Insyirah. Kalau kalsium, kat sini apa nilai dia?
20.
Pandai. Okay. 20 sebab 40 bahagi 2. Okay. So the question is for K. So 39. 39, mana value? Where come the 39? Is from the atomic weight. Okay. 39 mg over 1 MEQ. MEQ potong. 39 times 2. Okay. But here dia nak convert to kg dulu. That's why 1 kg of soil equal to 100 gram. 100,000 gram kan. So we want to maintain that 1 kg, so please don't slash the kg kan. Okay, so convert. It's 700 mg K per soil. Okay, in word kita call it as in 1 kg of soil ada 780 mg K. Okay. So, in field, you nak dia dalam bentuk, dia punya soalan complicated, dia nak tanya dalam ppm pula. Okay. So, please remember, saya nak cakap mg per kg is equal to ppm. So, berapa ppm ni? What is ppm? Sorry. Kat sini, here is 780 mg per kg. Equal to how many ppm? Sharifah Insyirah? Tiba dah hafal nama. Equal to berapa kg? Berapa ppm? ppm equal to mg per kg tau. So how many ppm here?
780.
Betul, 780 ppm. Okay, so the question is that how many ppm in 1 ekar tanah. Okay, so you kena convert balik 1 kg. 1 kg selalunya ada 2 darab 10 kuasa 6 kg of 1 ekar tanah selalunya ada 2 darab 10 kuasa 6 kg tau. So you convert. Yang ni saya tak nak ajar but last week kita infill. Yang saya nak tunjukkan, what I want to show you is when we want to express that infill. Orang takkan tanya berapa kg, berapa gram. We want 1 acre of area, how many CEC? Okay, so the answer is 1560. That is about conversion of unit only. Okay? Okay, clear tak? Kalau nak check clear ke tak, tanya Nurin. Nurin clear ke Nurin?
clear.
Okay, Farahin. Jarang panggil Farahin. Siti Farahin clear tak?
Clear doktor.
Syuhada?
Clear doktor.
Kalau clear ulang balik. Okay, soalan saya pergi buat dulu sekarang. Saya tak payah tengok ni, tak nak tengok. Tapi mesti tak ingat kan? Okay, the question is, a soil have 50, okay sekejap Meh, buat. Semua orang kena buat. Nampak kan saya punya screen? A soil is said to have 50 MEq per 100 gram of CEC. How much of K in mg for 1 kg of soil? Cik kira. Kira sama macam saya tadi. Lepas tu you try to convert to kg. How much of K in mg Maksudnya kg tu yang mg. In 1 kg of soil. Please remember when you do the calculations, it is in 100 gram. So how you want to convert to 1 kg? Semua kira je lagi saya try randomly tak panggil. I give you 5 minutes. Okay, so the atomic weight for K is 39. Okay. 5 minit 3.19 je lagi saya bagi tahu. Another 5 minutes. Hafizan, berapa jawapan? Hafizan? Nurin, dapat tak Nurin?
Dapat tapi tak tahu lah betul ke tak.
Berapa? Sekejap, saya pun baru nak kira lah pula. Sekejap. Gram darab Okay, berapa Nuril?
19,500 mg per kg.
Pandai. Semua dapat tak? Husna.
Tak.
Tak dapat. Mana yang salah?
Yang lepas kira dia punya
Per kg ya?
uh, yang saya confuse dengan yang apa?
Cakap tak apa, saya boleh ajar. Yang mana?
Dekat yang CEC punya amount tu.
CEC punya amount 50.
Uh,
Sorry, tak dengar. Apa dia?
dia seperti 50 per 100 kali 50 kan?
Bukan? 50 per 100 gram. Okey, sekejap saya tunjuk yang kat sini. Sekejap nampak tak? Ni tak siap lagi yang sekejap. 50 MEQ per 100 gram darab. Sekejap darab berapa? 39 mg per 1 MEQ. Sama dengan 1950 per 100 gram mg. Tak nampak Kejap saya hantar kat dalam group dia punya calculation. Okay, so saya dah hantar kat group, boleh tak tengok sekejap? Okay, so 50 MEQ per 100 gram kena tulis darab times 39 over 1 MEQ equal to 1950 mg per kg, mg per g. 100 gram tak boleh buang sebab bukan you nak bahagi dia tau. But you are expressing that in terms of 100 gram, berapa jumlah the value, the amount of K in 100 gram of soil. So when you want to convert, so you get the answer already. Siapa tadi saya tanya Husna Faham
Ya,
tak
saya.
Husna? Husna ke yang tadi yang saya tanya tu? Yang tak
Ya,
faham.
saya.
Faham dah tak?
Faham, saya tersalah start je.
Okay, so jangan, please remember not to cut your 100 gram tu sebab nanti you dah hilang dah apa yang you kira ni, betul tak? Okay, so you are expressing in term of 100 gram you have 1950 mg of potassium kan, but when you want to convert to kg, okay, tengok macam calculation saya 1000 gram over 1 kg, but please don't cut the kg juga because you want to express that in 1 kg of soil. Clear Simple je sebenarnya, but you have to know the concept lah. Know the concept. 1 MEQ, how much does it carry? Kalau magnesium usually 40 over 22 lah. So 1 MEQ can bring 20. Okay, benda tu memang dah ada dah kat dalam kepala sebab the theory calculation is like that. Okay, Aniso, do you understand?
Yes, doctor.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so this is another questions. Okay, may you similar to that question. Okay, just that to show you. Okay, a saw has 24 MEQ per 100 gram. So how many grams of Ng can it sit? Again, not grams, milligrams of Na will it take to saturate the CEC? So 24 times 23 over 100 grams of soil. Okay. So this is the question. Okay, ni confusing sikit. Okay. Wait Okay. So a soil can hold 50 mg of magnesium per 100 gram of soil. Meaning that dia terbalik. Just now I give you the MEQ value kan. Now I give you the value of the mg. So we don't know what is the MEQ of the soil. Okay. Okay. So how many mg of K? The question is not mg anymore, but I want to replace that because you know, macam ni, tanah ni kalau you dah kata dia 12 MEQ, the soil will be 12 MEQ. Either mg sit there or the calcium want to sit there, the soil is 12 MEQ. Okay, so the other way around, last time saya cakap the soil is 12 MEQ. Now I did not say that. I said the content of the mg magnesium in the soil is 50 milligram. Okay. So what you have to do is that first we must determine how many MEQ of charge, correct? Because we want to know what is the soil CEC. Then later you can calculate back for K. Okay, then we must calculate the weight of K which is equal to this amount of charge. Okay, for examples, the atomic weight of Mg is 24. Okay, so 24 over 2 is 12. Okay, so we know that, okay, so we know that the soil, we don't know the MEQ yet. We don't know the MEQ. Okay, but we know 1 MEQ of soil can bring, if it's Mg, dia boleh bawa 12 because 24 you have to divide. Don't forget to divide because 1 MEQ of soil can only bring 1/2 of it. 12 mg So 12 mg over 1 MEQ, okay, darab je lah macam biasa. So how many? Okay, so the answer is 50. Okay, sorry. Apa ini? Sekejap. Lost kejap. 12. Oh, okay, sorry. 50 is from here. Sekejap lost. Okay, 50 is from here. So this is the one is here. Correct tak, Nurin? Okay. So how many MEQ will be equal to 50 mg of Mg? So darab je lah. Then you get the answer is 12 MEQ. Terbalik. So this is yang kita nak. Which is in the first question yang awal-awal I give you the MEQ. I did not give this. But now I give you this, but I did not give you this. Clear? Okay. So first thing first, kita tahu kena determine the MEQ of the soils. The CEC. The value of the CEC. Now here we know that the CEC of the soil is 4.2 MEQ over 100 gram of soil. Okay, so the same question. Kalau tempat tu diganti oleh K, if the MEQ now is displaced by the K, so the same calculations. 4.2 times 39, you get 163. That is back to the normal calculation like this. So if the mg sit there, the mg will be 50 milligram. But if the K sit there, the K will be 163, 163.9 mg of K. Okay, but apa yang tak berubah dekat sini? MEQ dia. MEQ will be the same because that is the capacity of the soil that it ready about 4.2 MEQ. Okay, faham tak Sharifah Aparina? Azuri faham?
Faham.
Okay. Nurin faham Nurin? Saya suka kalau ada yang tak cakap macam confused ni sikit. Jadi saya boleh betulkan. Nurin faham?
Faham.
Okay, so simple je sebenarnya. Tapi teori tu kena ingat 1 MEQ kena bahagi berapa charge dia. Okay, so the same as macam saya cakap tadi lah, converting Q to ppm is equal lah. So when you want to convert ke ppm tadi, you have to convert to kg first. Okay, you have to convert to kg first, then you can convert to ppm because mg per kg is equal to ppm. Okay, ni kat sini saya tulis dah. ppm sama parts per million sama dengan mg per kg. Okay, clear? So, habis CEC. Saya rasa dalam banyak-banyak topik CEC ni lah paling berat sekali. Okay, sebab dia a new things, a very new thing to you. So the conclusion is you have to know what types of soil colloid, a few types of soil colloid. You ada 2-to-1, 1-to-1, clay structure, how is the arrangement. Okay, so why? Because of the arrangement, the CEC value are different kan. So apa dia elite, apa dia marmorelite, apa dia kaolinite, what is 1-to-1 type of clay, what is 2-to-1 type of clay, what is the properties of each type of clay, because it carries the properties with it. That is because of the structure arrangement. Okay, then exchange of cations, the CEC. Okay, the humus, the type of clay, the number of clay contents. Okay, berapa CEC dia, and the most important things is how the calculations of the CEC. Okay, boleh tak kita rehat sekejap dalam 10 minutes then we continue?
Boleh.
Okay, so kita jumpa balik 3:40.
Okay.